On the next page down, we're going to have our maintenance tab. In the maintenance tab, we have a couple options what we can do here. While the machine is jetting, we can manually cycle a viscosity check. It does do this on its own about every 3 minutes. So the next one over is actually going to be the viscosity record. So in here you can see the last time this machine was run, and it was about every 3 minutes it was doing a viscosity check. And the viscosity the reading only holds the last 100 checks. The next one is going to be the add makeup button. So if you do let this machine sit for a little while and you do start it up and that first viscosity reading is, let's just say 75 or 80, and you don't want to wait, you need to start printing right away, you can go ahead and click that add makeup button. I'd be very cautious, don't do it a whole bunch, maybe once or twice, that's all you need to do. Next to that's going to be our gun body cleaning. That's going to be the same as back flushing here in our ink system page. We'll have a separate video up on the website where you can see how to back flush that nozzle the correct way. The next two things down here in the bottom are going to be drain printer and cleaning for long-term shutdown. These two are kind of the same thing. The drain printer, all it's going to do, it's going to walk you through draining the printer. Where cleaning for long-term shutdown, you're actually going to be adding in a bottle of makeup into that ink port and then cleaning all the lines out and draining that out. It will require about 2 bottles of makeup, but then that machine can sit for anywhere from 2 months up to like 5 years. Next page down is going to be the diagnostic page. This can be a little bit more beneficial for a maintenance team. So if you guys need to check the status of a valve or you think a valve might not be working, the password is going to be the date, month, and then year. So that password is changing day by day. So I'd always come back to this main screen, double check what it's going to be. Come here to devices. Today's the 26th of February, 2025. Click OK. So up here we have all the valves. Valve 3 and valve 7 are actually going to be on the print head, but we can go ahead and click valve 1. I'm going to be able to hear it. Do a bigger one here. So you can go ahead and cycle those valves on and off. This debugging page will pop up. You can always cancel. Then down here on the bottom, you can also cycle some other things. You can see if your fan's working. You can turn that high voltage on in the print head. Same with the ink valve. It's going to be the same as valve 7. So if you hear it in the print head, it's firing. Next, we're going to have our mixing tank. This is just going to show where the level of that mixing tank is. It's a good thing to have just in case you do, let's say you back flush a little too much, or you click that add makeup couple extra times. You can go ahead and see, okay, I'm at a high level, I probably should stop adding fluid into that mixing tank. Filter, it's a good place for you to check your filter. It's a lot easier to read in my opinion. You can see that cycle time, how long it has, and then that time remaining. So this was actually going to be due for a new filter in about 33 hours. For screen settings, if you want to enable this, all it'll do is it'll dim the screen for you after that certain amount of time. And then screen calibration, if you start clicking and you need to recalibrate it, this is the spot to do it. Last is going to be defaults. This will default the machine back to all the factory settings from when we first got it initially. This bottom one's going to be warning log. All that's in here is just going to be that alarm log. And then communication. So if you did have this unit hooked up to another outside source or PLC, you can see what it's sending back and forth. This is a good place to check. Another place where you can see this warning log is going to be on that main front page. It's going to be down here on the bottom right, and that's going to be that same warning log.